Streaming on clickorlando.com and broadcasting live, you're watching News 6 at noon.
Now at noon, in the works for years, but how big is too big for a proposed sports complex? Can the county afford it? And who is going to pay?
Several downtown Orlando bar owners asked a judge to stop a controversial ordinance requiring that they help pay for late-night security.
Yeah, but that request was denied. News 6's Stephanie Rodriguez is in downtown Orlando with the latest news.
A judge denied the business's request to put the rules on hold while all of this plays out.
All right, and taking a live look now at our Launch Credit Union Port Cam at Port Canaveral. It's looking beautiful out there. It's going to be another stormy afternoon, though, apparently. Seems that's the trend for the week. We have Chief Meteorologist Candace Campos here to tell us when those storms will pop up. Yeah, it's a plan that could double the amount of sports revenue Seminole County brings in each year. Today, leaders held a discussion about a huge indoor sports facility and the work to fund it. News 6's Mark Lehman is in Seminole County learning more about the project and its impact.
Seminole County wants to build this indoor sports complex here at the site of these soccer fields near the airport in Sanford. Today we're hearing more about the benefit and funding of all of this, but there will likely be changes to the project along the way.
You can trace this project back decades.
Tourism leaders coming today for a conversation on a plan to create a hub for sports tournaments. Just around the corner from the Boomba Sports Complex is where Seminole County wants to build an indoor facility.
There is big business and sports tourism, especially.
President Trump wants the Commerce Department to create a new U.S. census in order not to count undocumented immigrants. In a social media post, the president says he wants to use, quote, new and highly accurate census based on modern day facts and figures, adding that people who are in our country illegally will not be counted in the census. Traditionally, the county has counted every person in the U.S. for the census, no matter their legal status. Trump tried to make changes to the census during his first term with a U.S. citizenship question. However, he eventually backed down after being rebuffed by the Supreme Court.
Meanwhile, President Trump's tariffs on dozens of countries went into effect at midnight, including a 35% on the nation's second largest trading partner, Canada. Natalie Brand has what this means for consumers who are already feeling the pinch.
Goods imported from more than 60 trading partners and the European Union now face higher tariffs. In a midnight social media post, President Trump touted billions of dollars are flowing into the U.S. And he's promised more tariffs on the way, threatening a 100% levy on imported semiconductors.
Also new at noon, we now know the motive behind a shooting at an Army post in Georgia. Yesterday, we told you 5 soldiers were hurt at Fort Stewart during a shooting around 11 o'clock. Army Surgeon Cornelius Radford repeatedly had a disagreement with one of the shooting victims on Tuesday. Investigators say he followed the co-worker to a maintenance area and shot him in the chest before shooting 4 others. Radford used a personal handgun, not a military weapon. Investigators are now trying to figure out how he got the gun through security. News 6 also learned this morning that Radford is a resident of Jacksonville. Thousands of flights were delayed last night after United Airlines halted flights, but as of this morning, operations have resumed. The company says it was due to a technology issue. Though crews resolved the issue within just a couple of hours, flights already in the air were able to continue to their destinations. The group's stops impacted major United hubs, including Chicago, Denver, Houston, San Francisco, and Newark. Checking flight statuses for Orlando International Airport, some United flights are delayed about an hour or so. Students head back to school next week, but now healthcare providers are concerned for the coming school year.
After the break, we'll show you the drop in vaccination rates and why families are opting to not get their kids fully immunized.
Hundreds of people are lining up in Washington, D.C. for the chance to smell something rather unpleasant. A corpse flower is in bloom at the U.S. Botanic Garden. It began to bloom Tuesday afternoon. A spokesperson at the garden says it smells similar to a dead mouse, but worse. It's over 7 feet tall, and the last time it bloomed was in 2021. If you want to see it for yourself, you better hurry. The garden spokesperson is not sure how much longer it'll stay in bloom. I don't know if I'll be seeing that. Now, health providers are concerned for the coming school year.
After the break, we'll show you the drop in vaccination rates and why families are opting to not get their kids fully immunized.
It's a plan that could double the amount of sports revenue Seminole County brings in each year. Today, leaders held a conference about a huge indoor sports facility and the work to fund it. News 6's Mark Lehman is in Seminole County learning more about the project and its impact.
Seminole County wants to build this indoor sports complex here at the site of these soccer fields near the airport in Sanford. Today, we're hearing more about the benefit.